Hello and welcome to the Luxury Lounge. That's right. Every Thursday we head in the lounge, we shut the door, and we air our grievances with the world. And there's no grievance that's too big or too small or too frivolous. Any grievance is accepted. That's the luxury of the lounge, is that we shut the door. No one can look at you and go, up, 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 up. No. I just did a tweet, and it's the most luxury lounge tweet. I tweeted that the way people came back to me reminded me of the lounge and how lucky we are. I tweeted out about how it's, looking at people who are taking European vacation season. And then people are like, not everyone gets vacation. My vacation, it costs me, I budgeted. And it's like, yeah, we're not talking about your vacation to a hostel in Europe. I'm talking about the vacation where someone is spending a crazy amount of money, and I've Googled their flight, and I can tell how much it costs. Like, this is why the lounge is important. Context, nuance. The door is shut. You get to complain about anything you'd like, and no one can come back to you and go, but my vacation was used with coupons. No. Nuh-uh. Not here. This is the lounge, baby. And if you're on YouTube, I want to thank you. Love doing the YouTube. We're here in YouTube land, okay? I want you to get subscribed on YouTube. If you're listening, give it a shot. If you are watching in YouTube land, I'd like to wave at you. Hit that like, comment, let me know you're there. I love hearing from you. Also, and if you want your Luxury Lounge complaint read, all you got to do is send it to JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. That's JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. Title it Luxury Lounge. Give us a little taste, a little flavor of what you're talking about. Like this first one's called Luxury Lounge Hotel Curtains. See how that goes? Luxury Lounge, ba-da-da-da. That's what you got to do. Just write it out. JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. That's how you send it in. All complaints are welcomed. Not all complaints are read. Shelby, my man behind the curtain here, he's reading all the complaints. I can see it. He's tired. We get so many complaints. I can see it in his eyes. He's been up all night reading your emails, and he chose the best. We like specificity. We like specifics. There's one complaint today that I'm so mad that they weren't specific, and we're going to get to that. But we want deets, people. Details. So send it in, jtrainpodcast@gmail.com. If you want your luxury complaint read for sure, that's when you go on to Patreon. They got to pay up. Give those big bucks. $5 a month. Get you 3 extra podcasts a week. If you're listening right now, I just taped, or get you 2 extra podcasts a week. I'm sorry. Let me undersell, over-deliver. 2 podcasts a week for $5 a month. Patreon.com/Jared Freid. The link is in the bio of this, as well as the episode. Wherever you're listening, it's in the bio. Here's the thing about so we have Coffee with JTrain, which is every Monday. I just did a whole Coffee with JTrain about being in La Jolla, California. If you want to hear about my trip to La Jolla, and it's called No Good Deed Goes Unpunished. And it's just stories from the weekend. And then we do a Luxury Lounge every Friday. I read every single complaint, and I complain with you. It's our duet. It's our complaining duet, our wine together. So Patreon.com/Jared Freid if you want your complaint read for sure. Okay, so let's get to today's guest. Before we do, I got live shows, people. Woo! JaredFreid.com for tickets. Minneapolis, Minnesota. San Francisco, U Up Live. LA, U Up Live. Huntsville, Alabama, stand-up. Nashville, stand-up. Springfield, Missouri, stand-up. Austin, Texas, U Up Live. East Providence, Rhode Island. That has just been added. Providence. Raleigh, North Carolina. That just got added. Chicago for a U Up Live. New York City, U Up Live. Dayton, Ohio. Washington, D.C. Albany, New York. If you got friends in the area, let them know. If you are in the area, come bring, assemble that group chat. I say it all the time. Assemble. Get that group chat together. It's a fun time. I put on a show. I'm in the rehearsal space. I'm practicing my moves all week long, and then I come to your city, and I'm just like Janet Jackson, just ready to go. I'm the Janet Jackson of comedy. You heard it here first. Okay. Very excited about today's guest. I think his first time on the show, embarrassingly enough. You've been on JTrain, your first time in the lounge.
Yes, exactly. My first time here. I was when you were at Stand Up New York up there. Yeah.
First time here in the Luxury Lounge. Dan Perlman, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, it is always, I feel such happiness when I know someone from beginning-ish to a fantastic success. Let me tell the listeners and the viewers on YouTube, you are the co-creator of Flatbush Misdemeanor. It's on Showtime. You can watch season 1 right now. If you have Showtime, you can watch it on Showtime. If you have Hulu, if you have Amazon, it is there as well. You created a TV show. This is fucking... I remember when you worked at Stand Up New York, you worked the door. It's crazy. Do you think about that a lot? Do your parents, like, what's...
I think...
Do you have a moment where you cry in bed thinking about how cool this is?
I don't know. No, I mean, it's definitely cool. And they enjoy it.
They like the show, your parents.
They like the show, yeah.
Well, I will say it's also critically acclaimed. It's not just like... This isn't just like... the fart zone.
No, way more people would watch if it was.
I think so. Yeah, fair.
The ratings would be better.
Yeah, but this isn't like two dudes farting and talking about their penis. Like this is like a thoughtful TV show that's funny. You've involved so many comics in it, like from the New York City area. Yeah. How does it feel?
No, that feels really cool, and that's the most fun thing because we made it as a web series originally.
I remember, and it won like an award in the web series.
Yeah, it won like some film festivals and stuff because it's like I think the thing that helped it stand out there was that it's like there's jokes in it. Yes. If you go to those film festivals, it's all people trying to show they can make features, so they just pack all this tragedy they can into like 15 minutes. So it's just like a baby's gonna die or someone's getting cancer or so. It's like brutal.
And then yours comes on, and
then it's just like Kareem Green hopping around and saying like "Hold my chicken," and you're like, "Oh, that's fun." It's just like
brighten everyone's day.
It's a change of pace. Yeah. So, but that's one of the coolest things is that we got to like bring almost everybody who we had in the web series. We got to work them in at some point. So like Kareem Green plays my stepdad, and Yamanika's my therapist who yells at me.
Yamanika's a fan favorite here. People love her on this show, and I love her as well.
Yeah, she's awesome. Roy Wood Jr. is the principal. Maria Bamford's my mom. So just like a lot of great people.
You created a Showtime TV show. That's got to be... Do you have a moment you pinch yourself? You're like, this is crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taping a podcast in my next to my bedroom. No, but so I just think like there's such cool... I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, man.
You and Kevin Iso, who Kevin's... I think he's been on this show as well way back when, but and two hilarious comics, but like doing something like thoughtful, amazing, getting like the prestige of Showtime, like that is like something you don't see every day, which is very cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, and I think also it still feels small because it's like comparatively a super low budget show, but also still for us, it's like I remember in the first season they were all running around being like, we have no money, and it's like, no, we're used to having like no money.
We have money.
Yeah, no. We're used to had to like bribe a janitor to let us go into a school. You know what I mean? Like
we just, hey man, can we tape here?
Like, please, we borrow a camera. Like we'll stay out of the way in this bakery for 20 minutes. Just
now you got craft services. You have like a table of potato chips. You're going, we've made it.
That's right, and that's like comics were like, wait, is it cash only or do they take card? And it's like, no, you just take it. And they're like, what the
all
fuck?
The food you want?
What? Yeah, because they were used to just like some shitty club that like maybe will give us a drink,
Yeah, but it's so cool, and your parents love it. Like, I mean, like, I just remember like, doing. There's certain things that like, in comedy we go, oh, Montreal, or we, comedy festivals are stupid shit,
right?
And then like I did the Tonight Show. Then all of a sudden I'm the king of Boca. Right. My parents walk around Boca Raton with the YouTube video on their phone to show people me and Jimmy Fallon. Like, your parents must be doing the same thing.
There are like words that they understand and they can appreciate those words. So like my parents, they've heard of Showtime, so that's cool to them.
Yes.
Whereas like my grandma, that doesn't mean anything to her. So it was like when it was in the New York Times, like I understand the New York Times. She's
Hilarious.
Like, so that's cool to her or whatever. Like the fact that I know people on SNL is much cooler to her than me having a show on Showtime. That doesn't mean anything.
It's a wild world because you don't start it for that. You don't start. You're not like, my goal is the New York Times. Like no. You're like, I want to just tell some jokes on stage and let's see if it connects. And then then your parents like get it. Your grandma gets it, and you're like, oh my god, this was like I remember just a feel that people would ask, I remember doing the Tonight Show and then they would go, well, what do you mean? Like, what's next? I'm like, what's next is being able to fucking sit around my family and feel like not a fucking loser.
They don't feel like you're dicking around. Yeah. That they're like, oh, this is actually what he does. Yeah.
So we want everyone to go watch and support Flatbush Misdemeanor, not because we know Dan, because it's a great show. Critically, Acclaimed. And listen, people, it's their new season is June 17th, okay? So set the DVRs if you have Showtime, go on your Hulu, and go catch up with season 1.
Yeah.
Hulu, Amazon, we want you to go follow Dan on Instagram, Dan J. Perlman.
You can be high and watch it. That's what many people seem to tweet, and it's all fun.
It feels like a show done best with, a blunt of some sort, or a weed pen.
That's what's fun about it, is you work real hard and all the little details of it, and everybody who's watching is high. They're just like, that's funny. Vaguely.
I love it. So let's go into the lounge. You ready to complain?
Let's do it.
People, if you want your luxury lounge complaint read, JTrainPodcast@gmail.com, JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. We're sponsored. The JTrain Podcast is sponsored by Nutrafol. 30 million women experience weakened or thinning hair, but thousands of women have taken control of their hair with Nutrafol. Improve hair growth and less shedding through all stages of life. You'll begin to experience thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months. I'll tell you this, I don't use it, but my mom, I gave it to her. She loves it. She keeps asking for more. She's experiencing the thicker, healthier hair that she wanted. So Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. It works by targeting the 5 root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, and your metabolism. When you subscribe, you'll receive automatic monthly deliveries, so you never miss a dose. And you may also notice improvements to your overall wellness, including more restful sleep, less stress, and better skin, nails, and libido. There you go, Mom. Grow thicker, healthier hair and support the show by going to Nutrafol.com. Use promo code JTrain. New customers get $15 off your first month's subscription. This is their best offer available anywhere, only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, get free shipping with every order. So take $15 off at Nutrafol.com. That's spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code JTrain. Stand up for your strands and get Nutrafol. Okay, let's go to my complaint. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, hit the music, Shelby.
Jared, he has some problems. Jared, he's got some issues to get.
Now, if you're looking for a new opening for season 3, I'm available. This is consider this an audition test.
No, this is better than Kelsey Grammer doing the Frasier song.
This is that's kind of the vibe I'm looking for.
Yeah.
What is it?
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
And then he jives it.
Yes.
He must have asked for that.
Yeah.
To do that,
yeah,
right?
Of course, yeah. It's not like they're like, hey, Kelsey, we can't find anybody. Would you mind doing it?
It is interesting because, you think of like Flatbush misdemeanors. Everything is now everything is like craft, farm to table TV. It's we just got to capture this many people that love it so much that they become Flatbush misdemeanor people.
Sure.
In the day, Frasier.
It has to build everybody.
It was one of 3 shows on TV.
Yes.
And so if you killed it, which Frasier won like 19 Emmys or some shit in a row.
It was on like a decade, yeah.
They won every year for best comedy. Like Seinfeld was on. This is at the this is like the pinnacle of sitcom television.
Yeah.
And Kelsey Grammer was number 1. People forget this.
Right. Yes.
That guy could have asked to take a dump to open the show.
Well, that's probably the relief to them, is that like this guy has a lot of clout, and he's like, I just want to sing about scrambled eggs and like off key, and they're like, all right, sure,
thank you,
yeah, please.
Come on. It's like, whatever you want, no, okay. So here's my complaint. People my age using Gen Z lingo. We need to stop. I heard someone use the word, it's a vibe, the other day, and it was referring to their Uber ride. Your Uber ride wasn't a vibe. You put the window down in a Toyota Camry. And I see how old they are the minute they say the word.
Yes.
The minute they go, oh, this sub slaps. 36. I can see it. You're 36. Right. You didn't slap. It tasted good, and you're hoping to God it won't affect your bowel movement later. It's getting out of control.
No, you have to embrace the age you are. And the younger you try to act,
the older
you seem. Yes.
Yes,
it
absolutely.
feels very uncomfortable,
And we talked about this before. You brought up a great point.
Yeah.
We should be using words above us. You can't go below.
Yes. You should lean into just feeling elderly, you know?
Be old.
Yes, be old. Yeah.
Be old, own it. And the problem is, I do think this is a gendered issue. I think women believe they're old the minute they're 21.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
And
sure.
and they're obsessed with it for years and years and years. And then they get to 36 and they're like still obsessed with it. And they're going, yeah, this 36th birthday party slaps. And you're like, stop it. Let it go. Let it go. And the other problem is men are generally 27 until they're 82.
Right. Yes.
So you meet those dudes who are still trying to get involved because they're trying to hook up. And you're like,
right.
It's over, man.
But you can try to hook up without saying, like, it's giving...
It's giving,
you know,
and
like
the problem with it's giving
20-something vibes.
It's
like,
giving,
no, that's giving like elderly, you know, that's giving like woefully out of place, and like it's giving a need to start a family, you know, like
it's giving. Think about your mortgage today. Yeah, and it drives me crazy because it's the overuse, and when people use it, it does feel like they're trying to use.
Yes,
it's giving. It's a vibe. This slaps.
It's like it has that feel of like, you know, when you could tell somebody just like watched a documentary or something, and they're just trying to like shoehorn in something they just learned. You know what I mean? It's like you were like trying to force this into the conversation. Yeah. That's how it feels when they work that. It's like you can sense them saying like, "Is this landing?" You know, it's like this energy that is.
Yeah, this cholesterol medication doesn't slap. This wasn't the place for this conversation.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hit the music. Let's get to your complaint, Dan.
It's the guest's turn to complain. They're ready to jump in.
Kelsey.
They've got
really don't
lots
cut
of
it off.
problems too. It ain't all about Jared.
All about
Let's hear their complaint of the day.
That's great.
Season 3. I'm available. Okay, I want the Showtime credit for my parents too.
Just in the background of every scene, just as like ambiance. Like you walk into a convenience store and it's just like, the complaint.
Hold on.
Let's hear that complaint.
All right.
Be great.
Good to go.
You should add like an instrumental and then just like have them hold off and then you come back and it's like
keep going the whole show.
Yeah,
we're gonna have the whole show of songs.
Hang on.
Yeah.
My complaint, and I think people are doing it more with just Instagram and how quick they can reach you, is if somebody reaches out and says like a hey or a how are you, or even like a compliment or something, and then you engage and say thanks, and then they quickly come with an ask, a request.
No.
Can you watch this? Can you look at this? Would you read this?
Yeah, and you're probably getting that a lot. You're now a Hollywood bigwig. You are a creator of a Showtime series.
I don't know about
So listen, I was going to show you my scripts, but maybe now I got a few ideas.
But I would rather, and I'm sure you'd rather this also just come, because you take questions all the time. Just ask a question.
Ask away.
Ask the favor.
Don't
feel like
you want to approach the king.
Right. Yes.
Start fucking begging. I totally agree. Shark Tank isn't. Hey. But pitch me.
Like, don't act like you're just wondering how Mark Cuban's day has been.
No.
You don't care.
You don't care.
You want him to buy your horse shit, so just pitch it to him.
Sell the horse shit.
Yeah, it's fine.
I hate that so much. Hey.
It makes me more annoyed than if they were to just ask it. Like, that wouldn't bother me.
It's a lesson
I feel tricked.
for life.
Yes.
And here's the thing. You don't know it when you're young because you're not in a position of power. No one wants anything from you.
Sure.
You're learning this, and I'm joking, but I'm not. You've created a TV show, so you have you have the ears of people. People know that about you.
Sure.
There's people with nothing, and they're going, "Hey." And you go, I got places to be.
Well, I don't even mind.
I don't want to put the mental anguish
I don't
into
even mind
what
if it's just hey, it's almost like it's just the illusion that they're engaging sincerely, or that they're just saying hey. So it's not even if it's a stranger; it's somebody you like casually know or whatever. So it's like
I totally
just ask
agree with
the thing.
you. But here's the thing, and my dad always said it.
Yeah,
it's not personal; it's just money.
Right.
It's not personal; it's just money.
Right.
So when they're hey,
yeah,
and then you go, hey, what's up? How you been?
Yeah,
that's personal.
Sure. Yes.
And then they go, I got this script that I'd really like you to look at. Now we're in Money Town.
Right.
Now we're in Money Town. So when you do that, fuck the personal. Come at me.
Yeah, and
I'm Mr. Cuban.
And it's okay. And it's okay to just say the thing. Yeah, a stray hey is always terrifying because that's
horrible.
You feel like that's a worst case scenario every time.
You can be pleasant. Hey. Sure. I hope the day is going well. Yes. I've been really wanting to talk to you about a script I've been working on.
And I think that could probably apply for anything, like for dating, whatever. Just be direct with it.
Totally.
Don't circumvent it. Don't do it because you're just taking up everybody's time.
Anyone.
You're not fooling anybody's time. You're texting this person to hook up. You're texting whatever. So it's just you can just be forthright and not pretend you had an interest in how their vacation was or whatever.
You're not smarter than anyone else. You're not fooling me. I had a guy once.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I came up. I'll tell you who it was at another time."
Sure.
I see him. He's like, "Oh, this is the first time we met. I'd heard about the guy, but whatever. I'm the biggest fan, dude. Oh my God. Oh, I'm the biggest fan. Oh, I love everything you do." And I'm like, "Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, oh my God." And then, a week later, he's messaging me on Instagram. "Hey, man, I'm such a huge fan. How do you crop your tweets?" And I was like, and then I look at their account. They don't even follow me. So you're not a fan. You didn't have to do all this. You could have came to me as a professional and been like, "Hey, man, how do you crop your tweets?" Right. And I would have gone, "Hey, this is how I do it.
It's
no
a
problem."
week-long play of huge fandom. Just to have...
You don't like any of my shit.
Just ask a technical question.
You could have muted me.
A Googleable question.
Totally. You could have figured this out.
Fully Googleable.
And it's like, dude, I didn't need this pleasantry. I didn't need this long con.
Okay. I would have just told you.
We don't have to be friends.
That's fine. I have friends. Yeah, it's really okay.
It's going to be okay. Let's get to the complaints. You ready?
I have a guess on who it is. Yeah.
Everyone go follow Dan Perlman at Dan J. Perlman on Instagram. Flatbush Misdemeanors. It is out on June 17th. I think we're coming out before that. This will come out before that. What's the date? Whatever it is, this gives you a chance to catch up. Season 1 is out there. Hulu, Amazon, Showtime. Go, go, go. And to me, I like that people get to know the creator, the star of the show. Oh. Like, people are getting to know you now, and they're going to feel, if I was listening, like there's podcasts I listen to where I go, I'm Team Perlman now. So people listening should be on Team Dan Perlman, at Dan J. Perlman. Let's go to the lounge, JTrain Podcast at gmail.com, title the Luxury Lounge. Let us know what you're talking about. Luxury Lounge Hotel Curtains. Jared, all the props. Getting right to it. My boyfriend and I planned an impromptu one-night trip to a tourist town about 2 hours away this weekend. Since we were arriving late and checking out early, this was not a splurge on a fancy hotel room event, but it was by no means a garbage heap on the side of the interstate. I'd call it the right blend of economic, clean, safe. The room was about $150 a night. I'm thinking we're dancing in a courtyard by Marriott type of zone.
Yeah.
We know this hotel.
Yes.
Yeah. When we checked in, we were horrified to discover that the curtains in this hotel were purely ornamental. There was a sheer curtain that went the width of the window, but offered no privacy or light reduction. The blackout curtains that are normally open but can be drawn shut were on a separate rod that only spanned about 18 inches on each side and just hung there, offering no help. I've never seen anything like this, but we were too tired to ask for another room. To make matters worse, there was an obnoxiously bright street light right outside of our window. Just blinking vacancy. Just blinking.
Yeah.
It makes that noise.
Yeah.
I had to clip the sides together with a hair clip. The curtain already had holes at the same place, so we weren't the first to make this desperate move. We immediately knew you would understand and called them our luxury lounge curtains. The rest of the trip, love all you do. Keep up the great work. What do you think? This is horrible.
Yeah, I mean, well, you shouldn't have to. The whole beauty of the hotel is that some stuff is just like taken care of,
Yes.
They will come and do the cleaning or whatever.
Yes.
They come and do, it's like you that 10%.
You can throw your rags everywhere.
Yes.
They will be taken.
Use
for
3
you.
towels. Why
Yes.
not leave it on
Sure.
the ground? Leave it on the sink. And it's that 20% pampering that makes it like a good getaway.
Well, and also the curtains are not an upsell.
Right.
They don't have to explain the hotel. The idea that they could stay at the no vacancy interstate side of the interstate hotel, and I would expect curtains.
It's not. It's not an amenity. It's
No.
not. It's not a thing that it's like. Wait, does this one have? What's your curtained situation?
Yeah,
it's like
that's something you wouldn't even ask about.
You would never ask that.
But this brings me to my next point.
Right.
And this is a very extreme scenario that they are checking into a hotel room with no curtains and a light outside that says free HBO.
Also,
not to promote your competitive, but
they won. Also, it's like a hotel. It's often where people go to, like, not necessarily commit crimes, but live a shadier life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like if you go missionary, you're going doggy. Yeah. A little. You're going to go 10% away from where you usually go.
Yes,
you're 10% dirtier. So you're 10% louder.
I would rather curtains in my hotel than my apartment. Like I would rather.
I mean, look at my apartment. You look over here. These curtains aren't doing much for me. When I go to a hotel, I'm like, woo, we're living in luxury now. Here's the thing, though.
Yes.
My issue isn't this extreme issue brings us to a very relatable issue. Mm-hmm. Hotel curtains that close in the middle. You ever been in the hotel with a close in the middle and they never fully close?
Oh, because there's
now you
that
have
little,
that one
little gap.
String of light that always seems to hit you right in the eye. People have shown me YouTube videos where they take the hanger that has the pant clip, and they clip together the curtains. There are viral videos of people clipping the curtains together with the hanger. Yeah, and the minute it goes viral, don't these hotel companies go, "Oh, we have an issue"?
I don't know. It is just occurring to me that even just the idea of the curtain feels like an old-fashioned kind of setup that you would think with technology there would be something a little more effective than it's like. It is just like it's like, well, let's just take some cloth and just throw it at the window.
That it seems like we're still in horse and buggy town.
Right? Yes, it feels
of
antiquated.
The curtain evolution, because all they have to do is put the track so they don't meet together.
Right.
The track should overlap.
Yes.
So that one goes behind the other. Now we have eradicated the sliver of light that hits you in the eye.
Which would just take another pole there, and you just have them slide right there, just adjacent right there.
Literally just moving it out half a centimeter. But when they come right together like this, it's always this. It's always the eyeball checking you out in the public restroom. And it's horrible.
Yeah, you can always see right out. And it's weird. Like beds have they've evolved so much.
Yes.
Like almost every household thing has evolved except the curtain. Yes.
JTrain podcast at gmail.com, JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Send in your luxury lounge complaint. Title it Luxury Lounge. Give us a little sauce about what it's about. We're here with Dan Perlman at Dan J. Perlman. Flatbush Misdemeanors. That is the show. Fantastic show. Critically acclaimed. It is out season 2, June 17th. Mm-hmm. June 17th, but season 1 is out right now. We want you to binge. Gobble that thing up.
DM me. I'll give you my Showtime password.
There we go.
Just DM me. I'll just give you my account.
That's the thing. You just want people to watch.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
The money's been spent.
It's
over. He's got nothing.
It's
over for Dan.
Just DM me. I'll let you all watch it.
We're sponsored people.
And then you can watch Yellow Jackets.
That's right. I've heard good things about Yellow Jackets.
That's
too.
fun, yeah.
JTrain is brought to you by Manscaped. Ooh, I love this sponsor because, I don't think men are good enough to themselves with grooming.
No.
Like every woman I've ever dated, pre-bed skincare routine. They're going to the spa every night. We don't do this.
Just before I came here,
shaved your pubes.
I got
weird thing to bring up. Okay, yeah.
I got a haircut. And I did a scalp massage. You ever get one of those?
I didn't. Is it offered?
That's at certain places. Yeah, you got to ask them.
I think that's called having a girlfriend. Are you dating this person?
But this is if you don't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Then no.
This is what I'm in the market for.
This is
head tickles.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
It's just like it feels better than even a massage where they just like rub it all the way clean. It's a scalp massage, scalp treatment, one of those.
I want that. That's the thing about
so
Manscaped.
Nice.
That's where Manscaped comes in. It's basically the scalp massage for your balls. Okay. They'd like to introduce you to their best and biggest ultimate hygiene bundle yet, the Platinum Package 4.0. This is a fantastic... It's a little weird of a gift for Father's Day. A little, but like once you get past the weirdness, your dad's gonna go, "Wow, thank you."
Yeah.
Manscaped is the leader in below the waist grooming. Now trust them with the whole shebang. Inside this platinum package is Manscaped's greatest hits. Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, I have it, it's wonderful, featuring a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents, an LED. It has a spotlight for more precise shave, plus it's waterproof. I have it, it's great, waterproof, charge is great. Wonderful, no nicks, really good. Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer keeps all those delicate holes nice and trim. I have it, wonderful, use it all the time, great. The package also includes their best ultra premium collection products, so you'll smell fresh and clean from head to ball. Plus, the Shed travel bag holds all your stuff while you and your balls are on the go. The Platinum Package 4.0 covers all bases. It's the best bang for your shebang. I'll say this right now. I have it. I have the platinum one, the whole package. The amount of cool stuff that comes with it, just the creams and the lotions and the body wash, and it all goes together for a great bathroom experience. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code JTrain at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code JTrain at manscaped.com. It's time you enjoyed the finer things in life and get yourself a platinum package for your platinum package. What a great line.
I'm going to get that for my dad for Father's Day.
I think
he doesn't need another book about Lyndon Johnson.
No.
He needs clean balls.
Clean balls. And you have to say that to him.
That's the card.
That's the card. Luxury Lounge. Being straight passing. Jared, my luxury lounge complaint is that I'm a 27-year-old gay woman, but I'm a femme, which means I present as very feminine. I wear makeup, always have my hair and nails done, wear dresses and heels, etc. As such, I often pass as straight in contrast to my girlfriend and other lesbian friends who present more masculine. This is a huge nuisance because men are constantly hitting on me at bars, and when I turn them down by saying I'm gay and I have a girlfriend, they don't believe me. At best, they continue to hit on me. Such a dude fucking asshole move. Like, nah, can't be. You haven't met me yet.
I don't think so.
Dude,
No, I think you're wrong.
Can you imagine telling
With all due respect,
you must be mistaken.
We're all on a spectrum, and I think about to slide a little further.
At best, they continue to hit on me, and at worst, they accuse me of lying or start to badger me. I shouldn't have to code switch and present as more butch just to keep men away from me. Justice for femmes. I completely agree with this complaint, and let me give empathy to these dudes who don't really deserve much empathy if they're doubting your sexuality.
Yes.
But that is an excuse that straight women give sometimes to get away from a guy, which also that's a guy bothering them, so they're trying to get.
Right.
So I'm giving empathy to the where it shouldn't be given, but I'm trying to understand the mind of a beast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And it's also like these are lions in the wild. They are like, I smell fucking meat, and I am out here just trying to find a woman.
Right.
And then you go, no, I'm vegetation.
Right. Yeah.
But I also would believe this is from the other side. Like, nobody wants to waste their time. The guys going up to you are going, fuck, we just did a nice conversation. This was great. I put out my best self, and now.
Right. And it's like, that's one of the reasons she was just being nice and engaging with you is because she was right, because she wasn't gonna fuck you.
Yes.
So she didn't have to worry about like, oh, I'm giving off the wrong vibe or whatever. Because she's like, there's zero chance in her mind. But then it comes at and probably keeps coming.
It's gotta suck. She's totally right, and it's also like she doesn't want to change her style.
No, that's crazy. She shouldn't do that. The sad thing is, I wonder if a guy would be more likely to like leave her alone if she said she had a boyfriend than if she said she was gay. I don't know. I
would assume because I guess
it feels they might respect the idea of like another guy more than.
I guess it's somewhat homophobic.
It's totally homophobic. Yeah, for sure.
The more I think about it, like
because it's like, oh, you don't take. It's
you
like,
haven't met me,
right? It's such a It's like you're too hot to be wasting
crazy.
It on a woman. When it's like it's really the opposite.
Yes,
it's like we're all too hot to be wasting it on men, but we're lucky that they do.
Yeah,
yes.
This is horrible. I don't even know what a solution to their problem would be. Again, and here's the thing. When you have a significant other, whether you're straight, bi, lesbian, whatever you are, you are acting more yourself in public. Right. So she's probably being very nice to these guys. And they're going, oh my God, I'm hitting it off in real life with a real hot woman. and then she's like, sorry.
And that's I wonder if that's one of the reasons why sometimes you'll see people on Instagram and they're posting themselves in the relationship constantly, and it's probably to fend off
to let people, especially women,
and I've seen straight passing women in relationships with women, and there's a lot of posting that I'm sure like.
Here's the other thing that she doesn't even mention: it must be hard to like approach women.
Sure,
it goes the other way too, like or
they
just
assume,
I don't know,
she's
or
having, not interested, or
I don't know, maybe to know, like how do you know?
Right.
You know,
yeah, I don't know.
As a gorgeous man myself, it's just fending through all these men hitting on me to get to these beautiful women who want to be with.
Are you flattered when that happens?
Always,
yeah, of course,
but of course. It doesn't happen to men. I don't think as much.
No, not nearly as much.
Because I can. There's never been I think the male gay community has done a great job of figuring out what's going on. You know, like they've organized sex in a way that I wish I could.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I mean, the fact that they have categories of men and they go, yeah, I'm just into that category. I'm into otters,
right? And
you go, man, you've really simplified. They have
you get a Dewey Decimal System of sex,
right?
You broke it all down.
If I was ever like, I like otter woman, they'd be like, what? It's like, no, we just want to get through this.
We're just trying to like break it all down for us. It's an ocean out there, and we're just trying to classify a little bit.
How men, gay or straight, just like sex so much in a way that when gay men got control of it, they're like, no, we gotta fucking organize this shit. We gotta get to blowjob quicker.
It's just there's a lot of books. You just want a fiction section, and you want
give me the bear section,
give me the
twink section. It seems so
you just
much more
gotta
simple.
know where to find stuff.
And I think maybe the lesbian community could use this as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm sure they have. It's more straightforward there too. Just because you're not dealing across the aisle. But no, I totally agree. And again, for the men and her that are approaching her, they're probably going, oh fuck you. Yeah, we want put up a sign too.
Right.
JTrain podcast at gmail.com, JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Here with Dan Perlman. Luxury Lounge, sex tape interruption at the Ritz. Let's get saucy.
Okay.
Jared, huge fan of all your podcasts. Hope to see you when you come to Nashville. I'll be there. Here's my complaint. My boyfriend and I were staying at the Ritz-Carlton in Amelia Island about a month ago, and we decided to make a sex tape. It's something we've been wanting to do for a while, and we figured it would be even better in a 5-star hotel. Yeah, I'm not looking to do it at the hotel with no curtains.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you don't want that curtain.
It's like vacancy, light, that's a different type of porn. Some people are into that porn.
One of those hotels where you open up and you're right on the highway already.
Door to the highway, no lobby. Yeah, for some people that's their kink. Listen, there's brands of porn. Yeah, the danger. So it's something we've been wanting to do for a while, and we figured it would be even better in a 5-star hotel. We set the scene. He ordered room service, got a bottle of wine, placed roses around the room, and lit candles. We started recording and got down to it. It's about 10 p.m. 20 minutes in, we hear the door knock. We pause and then ignore it and keep going. At 10 p.m., you hear a knock at the door.
Yeah.
You're like, you're a raccoon.
You're jumpy, yeah. You're jumpy.
What's going on?
Yes.
This is not the time.
No.
We pause, then ignore it and keep going. We hear another knock, even louder, more persistent. My boyfriend gets up, put on a robe, and answers the door. It's the concierge, wondering if we wanted turn-down service. This feels like an actual porno.
Yeah, no, this is, yeah.
My boyfriend told him no and came back to bed, and we finished the act, but I couldn't believe it. For one, it's after 10 p.m. Isn't that a little late for turn-down service? Two, if we ignore the knock the first time, shouldn't the concierge just go away? And third, there now is a very unsexy interruption to our very first sex tape from Turn Down for What? Yeah, they don't know how to edit. They need you there.
That's honestly, I think that's the funniest thing. To have to like awkwardly, just like, oh, hang on, one sec, yeah. And she's just like,
watch it back.
She checks her phone, you just see her like scrolling for a minute.
It'd be funny also if he was like, maybe she's into this third coming in.
Well,
And then he planned for it, and then he was like, "What's that?" And she's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Yeah,
and
no,
she's
I don't
like,
understand."
that's so
it."
fucked up. And he's like, I know,
Yeah,
after 10 o'clock and of all things.
It's like,
Can you believe that?
how could he? Right when I said we should start.
That's unbelievable. I'm gonna talk to them at the desk. No, you don't do it. I'll do it.
But I'm sure that didn't happen. But
No.
I would say that this is horrible.
Well, I think, well, it's like that guy. Well, what do you think? You think he was earnestly offering that, or do you think that guy had other motives?
I think this guy fucked up his job.
Okay.
He was supposed to do turn down at 7.
Sure.
He's like, oh shit, I'm going to get in trouble.
Right.
Because someone's
Right.
going to complain they didn't get the
Right.
turn down service. So he has to
Right.
do it anyway. So his fuck up became your fuck up in the video.
Right.
Because this is what people do. It's not about the problem here
It's
is
just covering your ass.
you got to cover your ass.
Yeah.
You got to cover your ass. And then
Yeah.
because they will call down and go, someone is calling down going, I didn't get turned down service.
Nobody offered this.
Yeah,
Nobody.
we're in a 5-star hotel.
Sure.
I'm on Amelia Island. Where's my mint? You know?
Right.
So there's someone he did good for.
Sure.
And
sure,
then there's this couple where they're sitting there with 7 dildos hanging off the ceiling going,
Sure.
get out of here. We don't need their fucking, slippers put out,
Maybe. But there is a part of me that wonders if that guy,
The concierge.
if the concierge was heard
bet
what
you-
was going on, because they're not like they can hear what
I
is
bet
happening.
when they checked in with their boom mics and all their lighting, he was like, I'm going to show up at their room a little too late.
Yeah,
It's like,
I buy that.
they're coming in with a bunch of equipment. They're like, hey, we're ready to just have a nice night on the
I got
island.
the slate. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right.
What are you guys doing? You taping something? No. Why would you think that? No, we're making season 2 of Flatbush Misdemeanors. We're taping a scene. It is funny though, the lack of, like you have, the editing software now. Like,
Yes.
this is an easy fix to cut this out.
But-
But for them, they're going,
But also, there's performance issues. Also,
Yeah.
you gotta
re-up.
You gotta re-up a little bit, and
Well,
maybe
is
that's
listen. Some of us aren't as lucky to have a partner and a bunch of camera equipment. When I'm in a hotel and I'm prepping to have a moment with myself,
Sure.
When you see, we have camera equipment here, but Shelby's got all the equipment. But I'm not inviting Shelby over to masturbate and watch myself later. When I'm having a moment with myself, and then all of a sudden you hear, ding, 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 ding. You're like,
right.
I just put the computer on my fucking chest.
Right, You have to reload. You got to call. You have to anything. And sometimes it's like I can't even go back to that
I
now.
can't even imagine with 2 people
No, yeah.
who set up this whole
And
thing.
you went to this nice hotel. Yeah, no.
JTrain podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Here at Dan Perlman. Flatbush Misdemeanor. It is coming out. Season 2. You can watch it on Hulu, Amazon, Showtime. Go right now. Watch season 1. Luxury Lounge, costume parties. Hi, JTrain, Feather, very loyal listener and huge fan of the lounge. My complaint is about grown adults who have costume parties. One of my friends is a birthday diva through and through. Another complaint altogether for someone who's almost 29. She's having a birthday party, not only as a theme party, but she is requiring costumes. She told us that a themed t-shirt alone doesn't count, and that people shouldn't come if they don't plan on going all out. The theme is also obscure, so all guests will be forced to go buy costumes because there's no way they own things that would work. It's also at a bar on a random day in May, so we will all be out dressed up in a very unrecognizable theme among normal people, and she's not paying for anything. Again, another complaint for another day. When will people learn that birthday parties need to end and to save the costumes for Halloween? Thanks for all the content. Sent from the thrift store, trying not to go broke, buying an elaborate outfit I'll wear once. Well, hold on. I mentioned in the beginning of the show, I want details.
Right.
What the fuck is the theme?
What is the theme? Yeah.
How
What
do
is
you
the
not
theme?
put this in?
What is the theme? Yeah.
And I agree with you.
I'm very on her side.
Right?
Yes. I think
Here's the thing. We want a costume party, just a costume party.
Yeah.
I don't mind if it's not Halloween. If it is, everyone is on the same level, then a costume party, theme party is okay.
I think that's fine, and I think if you're gonna be a costume party, you give people some agency of what they want to do with it. Then, but to require this super specific thing again, whatever. So if somebody wants to wear some weird obscure costume for their birthday, whatever, it's your birthday.
Sure,
do whatever you want to do. But to require that from other people and make them go buy stuff, it's like no, this isn't a wedding. This isn't, which already has enough annoying things. Like this is your birthday.
Because it's your birthday. It's one person requiring everyone else to feel obligated. If it was, hey, this summer, July 4th, we're having a 4th of July, everyone wear red, white, and blue.
Sure.
Boom, done.
Fine.
We get it. Everyone's on the same level. When it's birthday, bitch, telling you better fucking wear this or don't show up. And it's like, okay, you're not my friend anymore.
Right. Because at least the 4th of July, those events, they have stuff for everybody. You know, you're going to barbecue and there's a pool. And there's a lot of stuff for everybody to enjoy.
Yeah.
The birthday thing is really just you centering yourself for the night, which is okay.
Absolutely.
But you can't make me go out and spend money just for you to look
guys,
at me. No.
I'm having a birthday. I'm turning 29. This is a very important year for me.
Which, by the way, is not 16.
No.
Is not 20.
Not 30, not 40, not 50. It's 29. It's a random year.
A meaningless birthday.
Hey, I'm turning 29. It's going to be French Revolution themed. So make sure you get your corsets and your big blousey dresses and your wigs. And it's like, no.
No, I'm not dressing up as Robert E. Lee. I'm not doing your Civil War thing.
No.
That's crazy. This is crazy behavior.
JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Here in the Luxury Lounge. Title it Luxury Lounge. Let people know what you're complaining about. Luxury Lounge complaint. Letting me cross the street in New York City. Jared, love the podcast and your stand-up. My luxury lounge complaint is drivers that force walkers to hurry up and cross the street. Every morning I walk to get coffee near my apartment in the West Village and end up having to jog across the street multiple times with my coffee because drivers are trying to let me cross. I've lived in the city for many years. I'm an efficient walker and believe I know the cadence of when I should cross versus the cars at a stop sign. I know the cadence of when I should cross versus the cars at a stop sign. If you are already stopped prior to me even approaching the corner, please do not wave me across. I end up having to do an awkward jog walk to appear polite, and more often than not, my coffee ends up sloshing out of the lid. If I pause at the corner, please continue driving. Sincerely, Coffee Walk Woes. I totally agree.
Interesting.
I agree. I hate all versions of know you first.
Yes. Well,
be obnoxious. I'd rather you have a purpose than, oh, no, you. No, you go. I will abide. A car is something that could kill me.
Yes.
So I'm going to be cool with you go.
I'm going to defer. I'm going to defer. Yes. I'm not so arrogant that I think I can top a car in an altercation. Yes.
And this happens all the time when you sometimes, and this is very New York City. We jaywalk. We walk. Those sidewalks are suggestions.
Right. Yes.
We go, in the crosswalk, that's even less of a suggestion.
I got a ticket the first street I ever crossed in LA because I was jaywalking, and the guy pulled me up and he's like, "Why didn't you cross at the crosswalk?" And I grew up in New York City. I was like, it never even occurred to me. Never occurred to me.
That is the one thing about LA they warn you about. When you're live in New York and you go to LA, they go, yeah, you got to make sure you stay in those crosswalks, and you're like, What? What?
It's like,
what kind of,
I don't know.
What kind of police state do you live in? Right?
I guess I didn't even know that was a law we were really taking seriously.
Yeah, this is what you're worried about? You got other problems.
Yeah.
You're worried about me in a crosswalk? Are you kidding me? And here's what I hate.
Yeah.
When you're crossing the street and you see the car coming and you're like, I'm timing you.
Right.
You keep going. I'm going to get behind you.
Right.
And they do the abrupt stop, and then they go.
No.
And it's like
in New York, you're always playing Frogger. You're always navigating and bobbing and weaving, and you have to.
We're taking that shot with our own lives.
Yes.
We understand the risk.
Absolutely.
That's part of what living in New York is.
That's the fun.
I also don't like the person. I hate the crossing guard person.
Oh yeah.
That person's obnoxious too.
Well,
on the other side of this.
That's somebody with. That follows the trend of somebody with minimal authority using it the most, which is everyone's favorite passion. The smallest amount of control, they are going to maximize that and be Mussolini with it.
Because you see people in New York, when the car comes up and you just see them go, come on. You're like, okay, you've gone. Put it away.
It's okay, man.
Yeah, you're gonna be okay. You don't need this.
This isn't a school zone.
No,
You know,
we're
like,
all gonna be okay. We don't need you waving.
Yeah,
Stop here. Go here.
Yeah, we got it, man. It's
JTrain
okay.
podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Here with Dan Perlman at Dan J. Perlman. Go follow on Instagram. Flatbush Misdemeanors. It is out on the 17th, but season 1, it's there for you. Binge it now. Luxury Lounge, flying non-preferred airlines. Speaking of my soul. Dear JTrain, love your work. I've been forced to endure the horror of flying on a different airline to the one I am a top-tier member. This is from Australia, so I can't help you pump Delta. So this is a listener from Australia flying a different airline than they're used to.
Yeah.
The whole experience is a piece of shit. Despite being a partner airline of my main carrier, there are no perks. Was coming home from a diving holiday, so needed to bag check, stood in the queue as there is no preference line, and after having to print my own bag tags anyways. Then was told my baggage was overweight, and it was my fault. I didn't understand that my partner status actually didn't give me any extra privileges. I was only carrying my headphones on board, so I took out my damp, smelly dive gear. You know, that horribly musty smell. I'm not a big diver, but I can understand the musty smell. To take as carry-on in the sack, walking around the airport like a fucking hobo, and for my fellow passengers to get to enjoy it in the cabin. Things were looking up as at least there was a lounge of my airline, but the bullshit didn't stop. I scanned my digital card because we live in the digital age, but they wanted to see the actual card, which of course I don't carry. Instead, they wanted me to open their app and do some complicated IT. Fuck off. I'm not your employee. The rest of the experience, I attempted to black out by sleeping, but at least I got in a workout carrying my 30 pounds of dirty laundry around the airport at each end. Thanks for the space to vent, as I guarantee writing to the airline would be fruitless. Cheers, bulging forearms. What do you think?
I mean, if I may say, it's giving Spirit vibes.
Yes. It all comes around. I agree. Well, here's the thing. When you fly a different airline than you're used to, change is tough.
Yes.
Change is hard. What bothers me most is that it's a partner airline. So it sounds like they booked a ticket from their airline and got forced onto partner airline. You should be treated as the king of the other airline. You shouldn't get. You should be treated well.
You're a guest.
You're a guest.
You're an honored guest.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have flown, like I flew JetBlue recently instead of Delta because my Delta flight got canceled. I flew JetBlue. I think the real issue when you fly the different airline than you're used to is how judgy you become.
That's my pattern also. I'll usually do Delta. I have the miles there, and then I'll do JetBlue.
I have side miles. My side airline, my side piece airline is JetBlue.
Yeah.
I fuck with JetBlue once a year.
Yeah.
But then you go on there and you're like, oh, that's how they board. Ooh, look at how they do this. Ooh, the staff here isn't as good, isn't as nice. Are they as well trained? Is it harder to be a Delta employee than a JetBlue? You know, you get, and it puts you in a zone of judgment that I don't like being in.
No. You just want to be comfortable, and you want to have the routine. And traveling can suck so much. You just want, if you find that good airline, you just ride it out. I'm like, all right, I'll leave a little later to get on the Delta one that I'll usually get on.
Absolutely.
I will go airline over time.
Always airline. I'm a Delta guy, as most people who listen to this know. Here's my issue. I was on a flight from San Diego to New York yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm a Delta. I'm the highest you can get. Diamond medallion.
Right.
I was third on the upgrade, and the first class is sold out.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed. I can't believe it. It seems as though most first classes are getting sold out now. Like, and I can see the income inequality on the flights.
Yes.
First is sold out. Main is sold out. Comfort Plus got plenty of seats. It's kind of weird. It reflects the country a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't get the upgrade to first class.
Right.
But I'm still platinum, diamond, medallion. I'm still a more valued customer than the rest of the Comfort Plus peasants.
Yes, you should get all the overhead space you want. You should get...
I do get to board first with the first class people, which I do.
Of course.
So I'm on the flight yesterday, and I was like, the person kept coming in the aisle, and I go, yeah, I'll take a glass of wine. I'll have red wine, and let me get 3 bags of pretzels. They looked at me like, three bags of and it's like, no, they should know before the flight. This should be before the flight, they should know. We got first class, and then here are our top tier members in the back.
Yes.
Here are our regulars. Like, I want to be treated as a regular. So when, I understand if someone who paid for Comfort Plus that flies once a year, you go 3 bags. Well, you shut the fuck up. Me, they should go, that our platinum guy is sitting in 20C.
That's what's frustrating, because it's like, if it's a restaurant, a bar or something, you go there all the time.
Yes.
They're like, we know your order. We know your order.
Yes.
We know your shot. We know what you want. But here, because it's different people, whatever, but we're traveling all the time.
Yeah.
So you still want that knowledge of I am here supporting you all the time.
Yes.
So give me these cheap, shitty pretzels
Yes.
that I would never buy in real life.
Also,
but here I'm on a plane.
then I go to the back to get another glass of wine. They weren't coming through like they do in first class, which is, I understand that. So I go to the back. I go, hey, can I get another glass of wine and the pretzels? And the woman goes, oh, you really like those pretzels? Yeah, I really like flying Delta too. I'm here every fucking week. Why don't you give me the pretzels? Stop giving me shit.
I tried a different, I forget, it was American or what, maybe, and the pilot, this was a few years ago, and the pilot said on the thing, he announced before the flight, he's like, just letting you all know this is actually my last flight.
Oh, wow.
I'm retiring.
I wouldn't like to hear that.
I didn't like to hear.
No,
I was
no.
You should have told us that after you landed.
After.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want. Don't bring me to every cop movie that's ever been made.
I don't want to hear.
Last day on the job, and you're like, no, this is what.
I don't want to know I'm a part of history before we take off.
This is how movies are started.
Yeah, no.
This is the
land, and then say, by the way, thank you guys.
Yeah,
for,
this
I'm
is
like,
Die
okay,
Hard.
Cool.
Last day on the job, huh, Buck?
It's not.
JTrain podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. We got time for one more. We got 2 more. Okay. Luxury lounge. $500 litter box. I got these allergies killing me. Fucking. All right. Luxury lounge. $500 litter box. Jared, big fan. You asked for specifics, so here is my luxury complaint. I did ask for specifics. Okay. When my boyfriend and I moved in together, I brought my 2 cats and was ready to buy some fresh new basic litter boxes for them. My boyfriend insisted we get a $500 litter robot instead. Shelby's a cat guy. You have it. Okay, Shelby has it. My boyfriend insisted we get a $500 litter robot instead, citing how clean it would keep things, how easy it would make our lives, and how cool and techy it was. Based on the advertisements and hefty price tag, we expected a luxury litter box. Self-cleaning, Wi-Fi connected, weight sensors, mood lighting, and its own app to tell you the exact time the cat has pooped, and the ability to clean it remotely at the touch of a button. Does it have all those things?
It rotates all the poop and pee in the bottom, and you take a bag and
throw it away. So if you couldn't hear off camera, it rotates and all the poop and pee goes to the bottom into a bag and you're done. But like Wi-Fi, this thing's got more tech. You don't use the app. Okay. But I mean, it's got more tech than half of the shit in my life.
That's way better than the hotel they're staying at. Yeah.
That's right. So fast forward a month, Fast forward a month, and our 1 cat has now figured out how to trigger the weight sensors and stop it from running a clean cycle. This results in uncovered cat poo just hanging out in the box and major stink. My boyfriend's solution, using a kitchen spatula, now deemed the poop spatula, to knock the poop into the chute of the litter robot. My cat saw him do this enough times and has now learned that the moment the clean cycle is about to start, he can disrupt the cycle to bop his own poop around like it's a game. Are cats this smart? This is crazy. This cat is fucking with you. He does this the most in the middle of the night, right before trying to join us in bed. Oh, so good.
Just
hang with the
play with his shit a little bit, bring it to bed.
Yeah, I'll be in bed soon. I'm just gonna play with my dump, and then I'll be right in. He's also figured out how to ride the robot like a carnival ride. He actually braces himself and spins in it like a tiny astronaut. I gotta see video of this cat.
This cat's got to be neutered.
Yeah, something is up.
Something's going on here.
The poop also ends up undisposed of when he does this. $500 later, and we're still manually moving cat poop with the kitchen utensils, listening to the motor get tripped in the night, app notifications that the cat has messed up the litter box sensor while we're out trying to enjoy a date, and living with a cat with a poo play fixation. You'd think they'd test this thing with cats like actual non-polite, playful, regular cats, but no. We now have a big, dumb, very expensive Wi-Fi ready cat toy. Thanks for all you do, shitty kitty in the city. What do you think?
I mean, it is funny to me that the boyfriend was like, you know what, they're your cats. I'm going to make life better for you. And then it totally backfired.
I am on board for these cats. Let's get
it's going to be great. No.
That's creme de la creme.
That's not good enough for you, babe. We're going to get you.
For my girl, we're going to have a Wi-Fi enabled shitter. Yeah.
This cat's going to be Googling while it shits. It's like, what? Who cares?
You want this cat playing Wordle? Oh, the cat will be playing Wordle while it takes a dump. Just like you, baby girl.
But it sounds like they should just instantly go to the basic one, because it's
just get rid of it.
Stop. You're not gonna like.
The $500 is on their mind.
I know.
There's a point with the $500 that you go, it's costing you more and more.
This is costing you more. It's almost worse that, like, best case, it fucking up would just make it become a basic litter box, you know? But this is worse because the shit is cycling around, and it's ending in the bed, and it's like all this stuff you're complaining about, the stink and how it is hidden, like that comes with a basic litter box. So just do that.
They have something called a poop spatula in the house. Your life has been turned upside down for $500. Throw it away.
It's just
relieve yourself.
You got sometimes, and we all do this. Sometimes you just got to take the L.
Take the L. Yeah.
Take the L. You acknowledge. Okay, I wanted this to work.
Yeah.
I wanted this to be a thing.
Of course,
it's not a thing.
Think of the hours of sleep you'll get back with a good litter box.
And there's no.
Those are dollars.
And yes, and the time. You know, the time is money is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's such an investment of your time. That is costing you way more than one shitty purchase.
Throw it away.
Yes.
Last one, JTrainPodcast@gmail.com. Luxury lounge. Neighbor has too many cars. Jared, this motherfucker that lives next to me has a family 6 altogether. Hold on, Jared, this motherfucker that lives next to me has a family 6 altogether. They have 8 cars. Their driveway at maximum capacity holds 6 cars, 2 in the garage, 4 in the driveway. My neighbor insists on parking only 3 of their 8 fucking cars in their driveway/garage, parking the rest of their cars in front of my house. Look, it really doesn't affect me in any way because my family and all other neighbors park all our cars in our own fucking driveway. So not only does this cocksucker have more than enough cars for their house, they don't use their driveway to park their brigade of cars. They use the front of my house. Every now and then, if I'm pissed about it enough, I'll post quotes from The Shining on the windshield of said car in front of my house. Wow. They've taken action. What do you think?
I love that guy.
I mean, this person came in hot.
What this motherfucker?
This motherfucker.
Well, I respect that he does take action. He's not just quietly bitching about it.
Yeah, he or she.
He's
we
like,
don't know who it is.
He or she. Yes, he's like, They're like, I'm going to be a psycho. I'm just going to be a full psycho in response.
Well,
to it. I think the parking in front of the house. That's
8 cars.
Yeah.
It's like, we get it. When you have 8 cars, we all know.
Yes.
We don't need the show.
No.
We don't need your car out there, that car out there. We don't need you washing the cars. You don't have to do much to let us know you have 8 cars.
That's right.
We all fucking know you have 8 cars.
Yeah,
so this added performance, it seems,
yes.
is really the nuisance, because it's like, hey, not only do you have 8 cars, but now we got to have the big parade of you putting out these cars like it's the the Detroit Auto Show. It's
a display, and it's the display of wealth more than just needing. It's
new money shit.
It's beyond. Yes, it's way beyond function.
This.
No,
we know you have money.
Right.
When you have 8 cars, we don't need to be told.
No, we understand.
This is new money, garbage shit. What else could they do to these people in these cars?
Well, I think if it's in front of the house, it's fair game.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think if you have the kids play baseball. If a baseball were to happen to hit a window, I think that's fine. If you have
dogs, this is the move. The dogs, they shit near the cars.
Absolutely.
And you're not picking up the shit.
No.
Under the car, by the passenger seat, wherever they would get into the car.
Yeah.
You can bring those dogs, and those cars are now their fire hydrant. You gotta do a lot of that. I have a lot of passive aggressive shit.
I say you put the dog food on the windshield and just let it have at it.
What do birds like? We need to attract more birds, and so that the birds will shit on the car.
Yeah, I would just bring them over and just target all of it.
You're putting out pieces of bread around the car.
Just sprinkle it all on the car. Yeah,
I love
100%.
it. There's just I feel for this person because it's also the neighborhood. We want everyone in the neighborhood to get involved. So they mentioned a neighborhood and how everyone puts their cars in their own. I would go to the neighbors. Can you believe this car guy? Can you believe this car guy? You got to be. This has to be topic of conversation.
You got to rally. You got to rally the neighbors there because then it can become
create a small militia.
Yes, militia and honestly, I would say 2 of the cars have to go. That's what I would push it to.
It's got to be enough to get them to push to their driveway.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking.
No,
get it in your driveway.
Get it over there.
You guys
get it over there.
You guys now have to play this weird game of Tetris with your cars. Don't make the whole street your parking lot.
You can't, if you have an office, your stuff is in that office. You can't I have a lot of shit, I'm going to move it into your office.
No.
Absolutely not. That's crazy behavior.
It's crazy.
You just have enough to take care of your space, and anything else can't stay.
JTrain podcast at gmail.com. JTrain podcast at gmail.com. Dan Perlman, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thanks for coming to the lounge. Always a pleasure. Everyone go follow Dan at Dan J. Perlman. The show is called Flatbush Misdemeanors. It's on Showtime. The 17th is the new season. So you got time to go on Hulu, Amazon, Showtime, whatever the Showtime app, I'm sure it's all there.
I'm sure they got an app.
Go watch season 1 and get it in and become a huge fan because you're going to love it. I'm Jared Freid. We're here every Thursday in the lounge. Keep sending your emails. We're back next week. Boom.